Hello, Brian the Fanboy here, and today I'm gonna talk about the busy world of Richard Scary. And the reason I am talking about it is because March of 2024 is the 30th anniversary of that series. Yes, it's been 30 years since the busy world of Richard Scary first premiered back in March of '94. Now, The Busy World of Richard Scarry is a TV series based on a book series written by the author Richard Scarry. Now, my first introduction to anything from Richard Scarry was from this number book my parents bought me back from when I was little, probably 4 or 5 I was. And I remember that it featured a family of bunnies, but it was mostly about teaching kids to count. But at the at the time, I just was looking at the pictures. And a short while ago, I learned that there was a direct to video cassette series based on the Richard Scarry books. They're mostly about having the characters talking about letters, numbers, shapes, the kind of thing that are traditionally taught to small children. Now, as for the TV series, well, I remember it used to air on Nick Jr. That's when I first saw it. Of course, I was a little bit past the native age group at the time since I was 8 years old, and also the only time I was able to watch it was when I didn't have school. Like days offs and vacations. And summer of 1994, I think, was when I would watch that series on a regular basis. Until I started school again. So small enough during summer vacation, I was able to watch the series on a regular basis whenever I had a chance. Now, in the series, there is this character. Well, the series takes place in a town called Busy Town, and because everybody there is always busy. Oh, and the characters are all animals, but animals that live like people. So they drive cars, have jobs, go to school, that kind of stuff. You know, some of the characters are Lolly Worm, Huckle Cat, his sister Sally, and their parents, a dog named Officer Murphy. There was this pig called Mr. Fumble who always chases his hat around whenever the wind blows it away. We have a warthog named Mr. Grumble who is always grumpy. A female bear named Miss Honey who is the teacher at the local school, I say local elementary school. Hilda Hippo, and yeah, that's one look at the name because there's so many. And yes, it's an educational series for children under the age of 7, and of course, since I didn't have Disney Channel at the time and wasn't interested in watching what others was airing, during you know until 3 p.m. When I didn't have school, then Nick Jr. is what I would watch. And of course, the PC World of Video Scary was a show I would watch along with other shows that were airing at on Nick Jr. at the time. Let's see, now the PC World of Video Scary, we have some segments. I mean, the first and last will be like the characters from the main roster, and there were dilemmas, but they solve it by the end. There also is like it has some kind of like musical segments as well. Like one is play it safe, where someone thinks about safety tips, like what to do in case of emergency, or letting kids know not to touch certain things and only let adults handle it. Then we have another musical segment called Imagine That, which is like they have someone singing about how things work or are made, uh, how everyday things are done. And Lowly Worm, well, during the middle of an episode, well, he would introduce a story that takes place outside of Busy Town, like in another country, whether it was in Japan and or Greece. I mean, I remember one time I was excited when there was an episode or there was going to be an episode where they have a segment that takes place in Peru, and well, Peru is where I was born and is where my family's from, and I was glad I finally got to see it back then. But it's not just supposed to be current times, because Lowly Worm would also host, introduce stories that takes place in the past, like ancient Greeks, the Renaissance, even the Stone Age. And I remember in the Stone Age, well, there were a few Stone Age episodes of that segment where featured these pigs who were inventors, and they invented a lot of the items that people have been using since ancient times. You know, the PC World of Richard Scarry lasted until 1987, and well, I don't know how long reruns aired of the series on a Junior, but eventually, it stopped airing there, and probably to make room for other shows. Of course, some years ago, I found episodes of it on QB, I think, or was it Cubo? I think, yeah, I think that's the name of it. And but yeah, of course, I haven't checked to see if it's still there or not. But however, oh no, wait, before well, anyway, years after the PC World, which is scary, well, I think I learned that in 2006. I think it was maybe it was 2007. Yes, the series was rebooted into a series called PC Town Mysteries, also known as Hooray for Huckle, which is more like a mystery series for small children, and the characters use scientific the scientific method to solve a problem. And yes. Now, as for the PC World, which is scary, well, I found episodes available on Tubi, and they come with both English and Spanish options. I don't know where you can find the series in other languages, anywhere, but yeah. So if you're a parent and you have small children and wanna looking for something for them to watch that you're fine with, then the PC World of Richard Scary is a good series. And well, since it was made back in the 90s, well, you don't have to worry about your kids being exposed to certain things they shouldn't be, because kids shows in the 90s didn't do that. Unlike unlike how a lot of kid shows are now doing today. So yes, the PC World of Visual Scary is it's a good show, for small children where they can enjoy and learn basic things, and and that's what's going on for the 40th anniversary of the series. Well, I really didn't find anything official, but oh, and also the Richard Scary books, yeah, they're also good to read for small children. I mean, so they can learn stuff. Of course, with the way things are today, there's a chance that some publishing companies might want to change it because maybe there'll be a day when someone will find something offensive about it, even though there's nothing offensive about it at all. It's just an educational series, or some bookstores might not will carry those books anymore because again there will be those who might find something offensive about it. We live in anyway. Like I said before, the show and book series are good for children. So yeah, I think that's all I can say for the PC World of Richard Scary. And also, please subscribe to my channel because it will help me a lot. And also, please share this video on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. So that's it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.